Hi everyone and welcome to the first video of this series. I have been doing this as a written series so far, but I've started to think I might drop in the odd video here and there just to keep you updated. Those of you who've been on my channel before, you may have seen the East Manchester experiment that I did as preparation for this, and the second iteration of this is actually going really well, much better than the previous one. I imagine most of you would have come from my season update, so you have probably already seen that we have won the league for the third successive time. We won the league quite easily in the end, 17 points clear of Southend Manor, which means 3 consecutive promotions, so I'm really proud of that. It's a good start to this save. And we're now in a cup final. Now, it's not the first one I've been in. I did win the League Cup last year, and this is also the Essex Senior League Cup. Don't ask me why we're in Essex. Don't understand it either. It's definitely a Middlesex team. We started out actually in the Middlesex League, and for some reason I was moved. Now I live near Kensington Dragons Stadium. There is no way this is in Essex, but so that's the way things are. So here we are. This is the team. As you can see, most of these players have been around for a significant part of this season, if not all of it. In fact, I'm going to bring in Spong. So yeah, lots of people who sort of 30 appearances or more. And a few who've had to come in later in the season due to a couple of people who've left, particularly centre backs. I've lost a couple of centre backs this season that I would have been in the first team, but as you can see, it hasn't really mattered as far as the team's concerned. So here we are. We're playing against Sawbridgeworth Town, who's not a team I know about. Have I played them before? Yes, we have played them before. Obviously just hadn't really noticed them. As you can see, we did draw against them once, but we won once as well. Only lost once this season, which is not bad. So yeah, hopefully we can make this another trophy to add to the trophy bag. We've got 4 already with the league title this year. We've won obviously the 3 league titles, and we won the League Cup last year as well. So this would be my 5th trophy. I should mention I'm not wearing a suit today. I'm one of those weird people who does sometimes do that. My thinking is, once I start playing at Wembley, I will put on a suit for a cup final. But as you can see, we are not playing at Wembley. We're playing at we're actually playing. This is an away game effectively. We're playing at Crofters End in Sawbridgeworth. So that's why I'm not doing that today. But it's something that I would probably do eventually. So here we go with the game. I just need to bring down the speed a little bit. I tend to watch it a bit faster when I'm playing by myself. Grubb is on the right hand side here. He's had a decent season, basically a backup right winger for most of the season, but then our right winger left recently, one of the 3 or 4 first team players who we've lost throughout this season, so he's come into the side. This guy Dalling has been probably my absolute top player this season, as you will see in the season report if you come from there. It's been a really good player for me, as you can see. Lots of goals, plenty of assists as well, so shout out to Dalling there. It looks like Sawbridge are in here, but Civic misses there. Arnold to the rescue. Decent save. Looks like, oh, he was offside anyway, but Arnold wouldn't have known that, so kudos to Mr. Arnold there. What's his first name? I can never remember. Steve. These players sort of come and go so quickly that I tend to find it quite difficult to remember their names, apart from the old club legends like Karim Aziaka, who has, as you can see, been a real legend. Only 2 seasons, but 50 plus league goals, somewhere close to 80 goals in total. Been an absolute gem of a player. Hopefully will stay on. Well, he is going to be staying on next year. He's signed a pre-contract for next season. Who knows how high he'll go, I guess. I don't know. I keep thinking at some point he will run out of steam, but doesn't look like he is likely to yet, and it may well be that we'll have another couple of seasons of scoring 30 odd goals, which would be great. Not been a lot happening in this game so far. Wonder whether we might be in for a proper chance here, perhaps. Dowling and Spong, little 1-2 in the middle of the field. Long ball up to Baldock. Asiaka now. Out to Grubb. Can Grubb get a decent cross in here for one of the strikers? Nobody puts out wide to Dowling. If he can get on the end of this, then this could be in a good position to be in. Asiaka gets on the end of it and can't direct it with enough power to score that time. Sure, there will be a goal coming from him. It just feels to me like it's not a game that he's likely to let pass, but he may need to here, because it looks like we're going to be 1 down and a man down. Oh no, he didn't get sent off. I thought he would be there. He was on a booking, but it's just a penalty. I suppose small mercies. Gosney will take the penalty, and Arnold has saved it. It's terrific from Arnold. It's a good game so far. Gosney puts a long ball into the box, and Arnold is there. I think he might hit the bar, but Grubb is there to get rid of the rebound. And it's a corner. We are under a bit of pressure towards the end of the first half here. Bulldog now on the chase for this. Could we hit them on the break perhaps? Isiaka was there. Get the ball to him, get the ball to him. He's fouled. That's surely a red card. Surely. Oh, it's not a red card. It's annoying. But looks like we'll go in probably at 0-0 for the break. Not ideal. We haven't really had as many chances as I would have liked to have seen us have here. It looks a little bit nervy if I'm honest. Come on the Dragons. Flitten has the ball here, crosses the ball in. Looks like it's going to go too long though. But they will have another chance. Dalling gets the ball back and clears it. It's alright then. But they are knocking on the door. It doesn't feel to me like this is a kind of game that is going to go away at the moment. We need to do something about this. I'm just going to tell my players to tighten up a bit. Stop them getting too many chances. And just as I say that, yeah, it's 1-0 Tyler Sibic. That's not what you want just after half time. It's bad time to concede, I think. And I've just told them that, you know, I believe in them, they can do it, and then that belief hopefully will still remain, but certainly been questioned by the early concession of the goal there. They do seem a bit focused after the feedback I gave them, but we're going to need to get a goal back quickly. Dalling gets to it, and we get the goal back straight away. Hutton with the throw-in. I have got a decent throw-in routine that seems to be working quite well. I've scored a few goals from throw-ins this season, and that ball went straight to Dalling, who put the ball into the net at the near post, which is a really good way to hit back absolutely instantly, just within a couple of minutes. So that's fantastic stuff. And Dalling, I said, for me, one of the players of the season, along with Isiaka. He's been a terrific player, great signing, and comes up with the goods in the final. But now we need to start just being a little bit more aware at the back. Don't concede again, that would be annoying, but maybe we can hit them on the break as well. Payne finds Isiaka. It's drifting wide, but there might be a chance still here. Oh, it's not like that. Not going to score many from there, Isiaka. He's very much a poach kind of player, as you will see here. He's finishing his career terrific, his pace pretty good. Obviously my attribute thresholds are quite a lot lower than they would be higher up the leagues because of where I am in the leagues at the moment, but the finishing and the pace for this level is really good, hence the goals he does score, but not that time. Just realised you can't see a part of my screen. I'm not going to change that just because it's too late now, really. But if I do another one, I will do that. I remember this from when I did my last ones. For some reason, if I have it either full screen or even windowed full screen, at the moment I've got it on absolutely full screen, it cuts out quite a lot of the screen. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. So yeah, apologies for that. And Civic doesn't quite manage to make it 2-1 there. That's good. Might be time for a substitution soon, but certainly fitness-wise we don't look too bad. Mr. Rowe is not doing great, but I don't think I've got a left back. I have. Could bring on Barnum Bob. Really more of a right back, but he could do a job, I think. I'll leave it for the time being because I'm not convinced. Civic picks the ball up on the side here and gets the ball back over to Gosney. He took the original corner, and the long shot there. Nothing happens here. We're looking like we might be heading for extra time at the moment. Still some time to go though. There won't be a time for an extra substitution there, so I will probably use a couple of my subs to kind of freshen things up before extra time. Loath to take off Isiaka because I know what he's capable of. Bulldog looking motivated, perhaps not. Might get rid of Spong, but he's looking motivated as well. I'm going to give Spong a little bit more time. No, I'm not. I'm going to go for Henry, just for some fresh legs. I know he's motivated, but just think a bit of fresh legs might just be what we need at the moment. Because I do think we might be at risk of conceding here. I'm going to go a bit more positive as well, because we seem to have been inviting a lot of pressure on recently. doesn't feel like we've had more shots and more shots on target than them, does it? Um, they've probably presumably just had better chances, which is why it feels like that. Henry, and it's Isiaka. He'd scored, but it's been disallowed. That's seen straight away. That has been disallowed for offside. It didn't look offside from where I was sitting. I've noticed in this save quite a lot of incorrect decisions, and obviously at this level there is no. Yeah, that is definitely offside. But there's obviously no VAR at this level, of course. So it does happen, but not that time. That's a long throw. Isiaka picks it up on the edge of the box, and it's cleared. Civic. We're not getting back quickly enough. Not getting back very quickly at all. There were some really sluggish responses there as soon as they got the ball, but it does look like we've regrouped a bit. Into the last 10 minutes of the game here. Ciala gets the ball forward, looking for Isiaka. He does. Who finds Bulldog? Bulldog's in now. Can he make it 2-1? Yes, he can. Sam Bulldog, 19th goal of the season. Isiaka and Bulldog linking up beautifully there. Really, really good finish, and it might well be that we are on for trophy number 5 in this save, and that's just in 3 seasons as well. I'm really pleased with my progress on this save. Almost unbelievable how quickly we are rising through the leagues. I wasn't really expecting 3 in a row. I thought 2 in a row was certainly a possibility, but 3 was. I think it already is the best save I've ever had. And Dalling has now made it 3-1. 20 goals in the season for Dalling from the wing. Obviously, a very, very impressive return. But that presumably now will seal it. So another trophy for us. I'm really proud of this side. I really am. I know it's been changing a lot. Those of you who are following the save, you'll see that there was virtually no one in my team last year who was there in the first year. A few more this year, but still quite a big turnover. And I assume there will be a bit of turnover again next season, but I'm really proud of these players. They've done really well. Oh, 3-2, it's going to be offside anyway. It's alright. I thought it was going to be a 5 minutes of slightly uncomfortable last ditch defending, but apparently not. Just going to be a bit more defensive now, just to kind of see this game out. Hopefully this is more or less over as a contest. Good to see a really decent performance from most of my players here. And we are into injury time, 4 minutes of it. Deshan Dalling, 2 goals in the final. For me, one of the players of the season. I've no doubt that Isiaka will get the award, but I do think Deshan Dalling has been absolutely superb from the wing this year. To score 20 goals, and he had quite a lot of assists as well. That was pretty impressive. And here we are with the last moment of the season. Kensington Dragons have another trophy. 5 trophies in 3 years. Really, really proud of them. I really am. That's terrific stuff. I'm going to tell them as much. I'm going to be passionate. I'm going to say, enjoy your success, lads. It's a really, really good performance that against Sawbridgeworth Town. It's a game we obviously expected to win, but a fantastic way to do so. £10,000 as well, which will help significantly. Just so you can see, that's double our current coffers. We've been leaking money quite a lot here. It's just players really. I've got players probably on a bit too much money, but it's one of those where I think it's probably worth it. But it does mean that if we have a season where we don't go up, there'll be problems in terms of the finances, I think. So I am taking a risk. Might have to be a little bit more parsimonious next season perhaps, but for the moment I'm really, really happy. That was a fantastic way to end a terrific season, and you'll see this posted on my season update, but just so you do, that's the story of the season in terms of the squad. 36 goals from Karim Isiaka. Not quite as good as last year when he got 41, I think it was. Yeah, 41, and significantly fewer in the league as well. But I still think 22 goals, and he is an ever-present as well, at least as far as the league's concerned. He played all 34 games for us, as you can see there. So really, really proud of that. That was terrific as well. As I say, Dalling, 20 goals, 8 assists. Sam Bulldog as well, 19 goals. Also a very good return, and played a really good foil for Isiaka there. Those of you Brighton or Reading fans particularly, but also Bristol City, West Ham, because he played for a fair few teams, because he had Sam Bulldog. Oh, I've just realised who he is. Of course I know who Sam Bulldog is. I had never really made the connection, but I have seen him play a couple of times. I must have seen him play one of those games that he played for Brighton, I imagine, in that first season that they were in the Premier League. But yes, so Sam Baldock has played a really big part in this season as well. I should mention one player who I was so sad to lose, and that's Mark McGuinness, former Arsenal player, which is partly why. Uh, but he was terrific. He really was. He was a fantastic central defender, getting over 7, well over 7, and he was a dominant centre back. I was really sad to lose him because I think he could have been a really good player for us for a few years. But we've had decent enough replacements for him. Nsiala came in, did a really good job, I think. He's 30, so he's not going to be a long-term solution, but he's done well enough. And then recently, Jason Pearce has come in, and he's looked really good as well. Again, 34, probably won't start next season, although he could well be part of the squad, I imagine. For some reason, I seem to be getting a lot of players with Charlton connections. Don't know if there's a reason for that. They seem to think that this team is based in Essex, I think, which I suppose would explain it. But we're not. I mean, I live here. We're not in Essex. So who knows? But yeah, we've done really well. On to next season, thing. Bigger and better things. A terrific season for us. Isaac only level top goal scorer, which is a disappointment. And I did have 3 players in these average ratings until recently, which is a shame. But clearly, a 3rd season in a row where we've been really, really dominant. Hope you'll keep watching, or reading and watching. I will continue to do finals and any specific, like if there's a last day sort of close to for a title or anything like that, I will probably do that as well. I might do some through Twitch as well. Let me know what you think. Please do comment on this and the thread as well, and let me know if there's anything you want to know, if there's anything you want to see, if you'd like to see me do more videos, if you'd like me to just focus on the written stuff. I think I'm probably better at that. But anything you want to see, I will obviously do so. In terms of our history so far, obviously Isaac is by some distance our top goal scorer, but a few other things you may want to see in terms of our records. I always find these are the interesting things about these long saves. 57 goals for Isaac in the league, although Luke Hurst has the most overall goals for a player in a season, which is 46. That was an amazing first season. I was so disappointed when he left us because he did so well. Isaac has been good, but not quite as good as Hurst was in that first season. He really was a terrific player, Luke Hurst. As Teddy Bloor with his 35 assists in that season, and that was for a fullback. He was quite incredible. He left during the season, as you can see here, finished the season at Worthing. But goodness me, he was brilliant. I miss him. I wonder if I could get him back. Wonderful to get him back. No, he wouldn't be an emergency backup. Surely not. Alright, just in case. Can only get better from there, I guess. If I play him more, then he'll love it. Yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back. Teddy Bloor, back you come. So yeah, that's terrific. Kareem Aziaka got 15 Player of the Match awards last year, but I think he may have more. No, he hasn't had more. So he hasn't broken that record. I think he may have broken the league record for it. But yeah, anything else you want to see, let me know. To my shame, the highest, I think pretty much the only transfer fee I've ever paid, you can see my total transfer spending is only a little bit higher, was this guy who I don't think has played a game for us. It was just a mistake. Hands up, I made a mistake. I got overexcited. I think I saw the determination stat and thought, wow, that'd be good. It was just a mistake, simple as that. Might try and give him a few games next season, develop him a bit, sell him on for a bit money perhaps, but he's never going to be a great player, is he? One of those things. So yeah, as I say, if you want to see anything else, let me know. But you will see over the next couple of years, I will continue to do plenty of updates on the message boards, and if you want to see more videos, I will happily do that too. But for the moment, I'm going to stick to finals and clinching games. Sort of, if a league is close, I'm not going to do it if it's sort of one like this year where I completely walked the league, because that was, you know, I won the league on a specific day, but it could have been the next week or the week after or 12 weeks after that or whatever it was. So that's not really relevant. But certainly for cup finals and really big league deciding games, I will be there. So keep coming back, and I will speak to you with the next cup final soon. Bye for now.